too rigid. Now listen to the beat and listen to my movement, okay? And now, relate to me now. Move. No. Now, don't just move for the sake of moving. Relate to me. Relationship. Now, where? Adjust. Now, open it up a little bit. Feel the wind blowing. Ah, the bird. You hear the bird chirping?
Yes.
Very good. Now, let it flow. Open it up. Kick with it. Yes! Now, how did it feel to you?
Like, I didn't kick, it kicked.
Terrific. Now, once more.
Now, wait a minute, I gotta think.
You think you still do not understand.
Wait, I did it, didn't I?
You think a fight is one blow, one kick, until you can put combinations together without even thinking. Until you learn how to keep moving and to endure. Hire a bodyguard or lead a less aggressive life. Don't charge in blindly. You got to listen. Listen. Now, you don't hear the bird now, do you?
No.
If you don't hear the bird, you cannot hear your opponent. Where am I?
There.
No! Your thoughts are wrong.
Look, I'm trying to learn how to fight, not how to think.
May it be well with you, Mike.
Wait a minute, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You quitting?
Still in one piece?
Progressing nicely. I have let him go.
Certainly glad to hear that. We're running out of ice cubes around here. But in terms of his learning anything, has he?
His warehouse having burned down. Nothing obscure his view of the bright moon.
I got you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If Joshua had that record at Jericho, the walls would have tumbled in 7 minutes, not 7 days.
What kind of birds are these?
Where?
Yeah, I gotta learn to differentiate between birds.
Oh. I passed Lee on the way out. He seemed quite pleased.
Why not? He's a sadist.
Well, apparently he thinks you've made some kind of breakthrough.
Ought to keep your front gate locked, Mr. Longstreet.
Hi, Sergeant Corey, Nicky Bell.
Hi.
Hi.
Nicky's my assistant.
Your crumb bag, Mike. Dude named Jim Bolt. No priors. That's why we missed him in the mug file.
Yeah, Lee told me you spotted him. Pier 6?
Uh-huh. Ramrod's a gang of longshoremen.
So he doesn't work for Arvin?
Well, not openly anyway. We're on him around the clock. He so much as goes near Arvin, we'll lock up the connection, I promise you.
But he hasn't, huh?
Not yet. We put a tap on the Pier 6 payphone. He's no dummy.
Oh, maybe he needs to be shook up a little bit.
Shook up.
Motivated.
No.
Oh, that's all, just a thought.
Listen, Mike, if you have any bright idea...
I didn't say it was bright.
Nice to have met you.
You were speaking English, weren't you, both of you?
You have a cocktail late at 6, don't you, Nicky?
All right. Mrs. Kingston, you about ready? I'll drop you.
Be right there.
Mike?
I have a date too, Nicky.
With Jim Bolt?
He might be there.
And suppose he is?
I'll buy him a drink.
Watch your purse. Thank you. I'll just be a minute. The car's right in front.
All right. Night, Mr. Longstreet.
Three feet to your right. Mrs. Kingston moved the mirror this afternoon.
Why?
It offends her sense of spontaneity that everything in this house has to be bolted down.
Well, it bothers me a lot more when I bang my shins.
She thought the mirror was the one safe thing she could move.
I must look pretty weird standing here looking at myself in a painting.
What do you see when you look in the mirror?
A memory. What do you see?
Alice in Wonderland.
I dream about you. You know that?
I wondered if you did.
You any idea how frustrating it is to dream about somebody you've never seen?
Yes, I do. I'm an expert on limbo and states of suspension. Mike, don't go. It's not very intelligent.
You're right, Nicky. It's more in the visceral department, something from the gut.
Good night, Mike.
Night. Jim Bolt here? Over here, buddy. Bolt, they tell me you're a gorilla. I disagree. I figure more for a chimpanzee. How do you feel about that?
I always think of myself more as a fox.
How about a drink? Bolt, I'm coming down to Pier 6 1 week from today, 12 noon sharp. And I'm personally going to knock you in the river. Week from today.
Yeah. Maybe I better go into training, huh? Buy myself a dog. Hey, Mac, beer for everybody. Pour Buddy Boys into his tin cup.
Mr. Arvin.
Just a moment, please. I'll see if they're still in the office.
Mr. Arvin. Jim Bolt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bolt. I don't believe I know you.
Come on. This is a payphone. Nobody knows I'm calling. But Longstreet just came in here. Did a crazy thing. Said he's gonna meet me on the dock next week and toss me in the river.
All right. He got to you. But he doesn't know anything, and he can't do anything unless you get to me. Don't get to me again. And if he's foolish enough to attack you on the dock, you'll simply have to defend yourself. But anyway you can. Do you understand?
Yeah. I understand. Good morning. Lee, sorry I blew it yesterday. Can we pick up where we left off? It's a matter of survival now. I talked to Jim Bolt.
You went to him?
I tried to get him to blow his cool, but so far it hasn't worked. Well, now I have to go down to the dock and fight him.
You have a quarrelsome mind, Mr. Longstreet. Unless you learn how to calm it, you will never hear the world outside.
Now, you just tell me what I have to do to get you back.
Nothing you can do.
All right, then I'll just have to fight him as is. Well, yeah, I want you to believe it's more than just learning how to defend myself. Well, there were a couple of times there when you were teaching me that I felt that my body and my head really were together. It's funny that out of a martial art, out of combat, I'd feel something peaceful, something without hostility. Almost as though if I knew Jeet Kune Do, it'd be enough simply to know it, and by knowing it, never have to use it.
Do you always know the right thing to say?
Have I said it?
Jim, I'm sorry.
Yeah. How many of you other guys think the blind man can take me?
I didn't say he could take you, Jim. I just asked Bill what kind of odds he'd give if the guy showed up.
Hell, nobody showed. A grandstand play, that's all.
Who is that guy? What does he want from your life, Jim?
How do I know? Now, you guys get back to work. Come on, you guys. On the job.
Good. Keep it up. Sensitivity. That's it. Good. Good.
Mr. Longstreet. Telephone. St. Paul calling.
Okay, thanks. Excuse me a minute, lady.
The city, not the saint.
That's too bad. We could use the help. See if you can find Nicky, will you?
All right.
Hello. Oh, yeah, Mel. Hi, how are you? Been trying to get you all week. Listen, your secretary tell you what I need? Yeah, just a sec. Okay, go ahead, shoot. J0154 through... What? T9738. Now, that's it, the entire consignment. Okay. Thanks, Mel. Listen, give my love to Betty, will you? Right. Mrs. Kingston?
Don't shout.
This is a Spartan hoplite.
My.
And Persians. Where'd we get these?
A friend of mine.
Oh, that really something.
Maybe I had a reason.
Nicky, I talked to Mel Hanson in St. Paul. Here are the serial numbers.
Mike.
Get a list of the drugstores together. We'll take off as soon as I finish up with Lee.
I simply asked him, is that the freshest you've got? He should have seen his face, Mike. He said, lady, aspirin's not like asparagus. We don't go out and pick it every morning. Well, I looked around the drugstore as though I were in a whole field of asparagus, and I whispered to him, please, sir, pretend aspirin is like asparagus, please, and pick me 10 stalks of your most recent crop. 10 bottles? Lady, that's 1,000 tablets. If you took 2 every 4 hours, 10 bottles would last you.
What famous battle of history is that?
Hiya, Duke. Finally reached Mel Hanson in St. Paul.
Oh, great. Who's Mel Hanson?
That's it.
It's conclusive, huh?
I'd say.
He's a plant manager for Newburgh Drugs, consignor for that shipment of hijacked pharmaceuticals. I asked him for a list of the serial numbers. You did know that there's a serial number on each bottle to indicate what lot it comes from, didn't you?
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, only this time the numbers on the original invoice differ from those on the bill of lading.
You mean, somebody changed them?
Oh, probably a clerk. A needle clerk and a haystack of clerks. Nicky and I have been shopping in most of the drugstores in town.
Hijacked pharmaceuticals busting out all over.
It's like asparagus.
Sounds exciting. Where?
The leading cut rate operations right on down to the corner drugstore. Canal Street, Lakefront, uptown. Could you put some people on it? I'd do it myself if I weren't so sore. Every muscle in my body aches.
You're still doing